think they're funny. Because you'll say something like, I don't want to bring up any specific rappers, but like you could say, one of them will say a line like, yo, I shot his ass up and they'll say his name, shot his ass up, he was shaking or something, and then you go back and it's like, there was a whole, like, you could look into the stuff where, like, you'll look at this guy's name, look him up, and you'll find out, oh, there was a case where he got shot.
That to me is stupid.
The point is, you're just putting the fucking pieces together. Don't make it hard for nobody to figure out
what that's about. That bravado is new. You're right. That's not something.
That's the part of drill I'm talking about, is that it's cool to be like, to do that, to name your dead ops and talk about the situations that happen between them.
I just hate when they say the same shit about, like, every single song they're saying the same shit. Like, the same lines. Like, it's always like every other line, I'm sliding, I'm murking somebody. It's like, bro, we get it after the 38th song. No,
do tell.
I drink Propel, but my name is Jovel. Oh wait, that's government, that's federal.
Oh
She
shit.
me an edible.
Now he did the gunner and I'm going under.
They call me just an incredible.
No disrespect to gunner, man. I don't blame you, kid. Do what you did, escape your bed.
Kid, I'm going big time. I big shine with my big nine and I hit you in your big spine.
Oh. I have it if I don't.
It's recording right now.
What
Snailpiss.
Snailpiss, we are sitting in the shed. Yeah, see, I'm loud as fuck.
Really good. Alright, man.
Oh, that's good. Oh, I'm taking that crown mic could be enough for me, especially up in here. What up, y'all? It is close to the holidays, even though I'm Muslim, it's not really my holiday, but I like that people are happy in general. I almost got into it with a couple people, so I don't know how happy they are.
Merry Christmas, folks. We love you.
Happy holidays. Whatever your holiday. Mine is Eid, and we don't get much recognition for that. But as soon as
Eid Mubarak, folks.
As soon as this young man comes, I got a funny story to start with and shit.
We love you.
I wonder if you see the behind the scenes stuff that people would be interested in that. Like, let's say DJ Academics behind the scenes.
With me sparking up the joint.
There you go. We know what that is.
I just felt like the audio is gonna be shitty. Check.
Alright, ready? Bam! I think this is on. I think we're recording. Yo!
Was it low-key fire? Sweatpants?
Breast cancer.
Fabel.
Yeah.
To match.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm all about the pink. Fabel, Snailpiss, your host with the most, kinfolk to Casper's cousin to Ghost. Or something like that. I'm always messing that up. But I got my co-host sitting here with me, mellowmanic. We also got Snow the Storms, Heidi MC.
It changes from day.
It changes, different day. We gonna go with High right now. As you see,
MC?
Hyena.
Heidi? Heidy?
speaking of some shit, okay, remember when you came over and I was spreading that stuff on my leg? I was talking about how dry I am? Because I think I'm part sandpaper.
That was yesterday.
Yeah, okay. I finally looked at it. It's body wash. It's not lotion. I was fucking spreading body wash on me.
You go to the dollar store for that shit.
No, I spent a lot of money thinking it was lotion. And I was rubbing body wash on my dry ass skin as if it was, because I was like, this is some weird lotion. It really takes a while to rub in there.
Is it nasty? But sometimes I'll just be hopping in the shower. I'll get some water on me. I won't even put nothing on. I'll just hop up. Like, yeah, I mean, like, technically, I washed
Oh,
like,
like
back in
rinse
the old
off?
days.
I mean,
yeah,
like,
I just
it's
rinse
I
off.
wonder if that's how we did it back before we had soap and
Yeah,
deodorant.
like that's what I'm saying. Wash off in the river. Like sometimes I just don't feel like be putting all these products on my skin that might fuck it up anyway.
Did they have to do that though? They went river
They
wash.
weren't putting on no body wash.
No, they weren't like.
Off shampoo.
I think that it's cool to like rinse off if like you already showered for the day. That's nasty if you just getting up in there rinsing and going to work. You got body sweat
yeah,
on
but
from
I
last
put
night.
on deodorant though. That's a catch. 22.
So you got
So I'm
deodorant
straight,
over
I'm
water. Hey, Captain Caveman theory. You know this.
No, I don't do it all the time. Like it's not my theory.
So how much days a week you just be like raw dog?
Here and there, you know what I'm saying? When I get lazy, some days I don't even.
He
shower.
goes further. He went further than me. This days I don't shower at all. I
Yeah,
just
some days
go
I'm
with the
just
same
like,
clothes I had
I don't even
yesterday.
care. I'm just like whatever, bro. Another day of life. Like,
Who's gonna notice me?
Yeah, let me just run it back. Same rinse and repeat. I don't even need to shower. Who am I trying to impress?
I was telling Mello.
Throw on a hat. That's all I wear. I don't even, like, bro. I don't be combing my hair nothing.
Hey, I mean, I ain't mad at him. But that's for the ladies out there, you know.
I'm just fuck, bro. Chilling.
Do they care?
He a good looking kid.
If I cared, then I would try.
He could get away with that. I tell you, I was telling Mello earlier that I was getting into it on a road. There was some dude who was moving like Mr. Magoo. You two don't know who that is. Some real,
I know exactly.
real
who that
old man.
Who is it?
is. They be trying to play me, bro.
Real old man who used to drive and he was blind. He used to drive a car blind. Mr. Magoo, he used to drive in elevators and all kind of stupid shit. This guy was driving like him. So I drove around him using the passing lane or merging lane or whatever you want to call that, middle lane. He gets crazy, follows me for like 2 miles, finally gets behind me and he's like, "You want me to call the police? Do you want me to call the police?" So I suddenly rolled my window down and did like this. I'm just saying, people are really angry.
Oh, you telling me?
Really angry outside.
I've been like threatened to fight multiple times from road rage.
Do you think it's because of the people moving to Arizona from everywhere?
I don't know. I think it's because of miscommunication. Because the last one, it was this one dude. I really wanted him to just get out, but I was just on some angry shit. I made a turn, but he signaled that he was turning left. Apparently, we just misunderstood each other. So it was a close call. And I turned left, and he was still going straight, but he had his left signal on. So I was like, all right, I can make the turn. But nah, he kept going straight, and we barely missed each other. And then he's like following me, trying to start like.
There's another follow me thing.
And then I started getting mad because I'm like, bro, you trying to like risk me getting in an accident or some shit right now. And I don't know, the temper in me flared up, but we just went our
My
way.
thing is, people, you never know who you're messing with.
Got to take a work call.
But,
You never know who you're messing with out there.
yeah. But at the same time, like, my whole philosophy is like, shit, whatever happens, happens. Like, you can't just avoid it because you might win or they might win. You never know. But at the same time, you might be the threat. Like, you might be the one that they should be worried about.
Or
You know what I mean? Or it could be the other way around.
it could be the other way
Sure.
around.
I'm not I'm not saying no one's invincible. I'm just saying
No, nobody's
don't
invincible.
fuck with me. It could end well for you or badly or well
Let's
for
not
me.
even figure that out.
Yeah, like why even do that?
But
I
you
don't-
seem like you want to figure it out. Is what
Well-
I'm saying. Them, the egregious one.
But I get it. People are stressed. Like I get like that sometimes where I'm like, I just want smoke with people. I just want beef because I'm like pissed off that week or I'm just like looking for trouble low key.
I don't know where to put this. And this is our first one in the shed. Can I do this? Are you done with it?
Yeah.
We have ramen, y'all. No, but I think High's right. You gotta be probably the bigger person, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm usually not.
There's a thin line though.
Really thin line.
I don't think it's a bad thing that you aren't, but at the same time, maybe you could learn to be more balanced. But who knows? Maybe like
I
there's
get
other
really
people who are way
frustrated.
too passive though. That
I don't always say stuff to them, but I still get aggravated.
Yeah.
Like, I can't believe this idiot is in front of me.
I get the same way. I'm just not very expressive where I'm gonna tell him like, fucking you piece of shit, blah blah blah. I just think it and I'm like, this motherfucker, and I'll show him through like driving or some shit. But I don't really want to get in conflict.
When the guy who followed you, what happened? How did that end?
I was telling him to get out. He didn't want to get out, and it wasn't like he.
Oh, you told him to get out the car?
Yeah, because like he just was on my ass, like trying to start a nuisance. And I'm not even trying to sound like a tough guy. Like I probably would have whooped his ass. Like he didn't look like a tough guy or anything. Not saying I am either. I'm just saying like I probably would have beat him up.
His ass.
But he fucking drove off. Like I mean, that's just what it was. I'm just like that was bullshit because I wasn't even in the wrong. You fucking signaled and. It is what it is, but why are you getting all mad about it?
I had one like that, and I told the guy, he pulled up to me, and he was like really belligerent about it. So I rolled the window down. I said, that's not the point. You want to hear the point? What are you going to do about it? So then he was saying something else, and I kept repeating that. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? Then he sped up. Oh. I hope it don't come to that.
Yeah.
But it could.
In all reality, like that kind of just brings me to a thing too, where it's like all these rappers are dying and shit. If anything, stop the violence. Like I don't even want to get violent with people, but I will protect myself.
Do you think the rappers are dying because they're violent, or because there's violence outside?
I think there's just a lot of beef. Like they get rich and famous, like Young Thug, for example, and they can't let go of the street life, which I don't fully understand. Like I grew up in the ghetto. I grew up in the ghetto, but I didn't grow up like around gang violence. But like maybe a shooting here and there.
What would you think then, speaking of Young Thug, about leaving the streets? Suppose you...
But I get it though.
Suppose you were supposed to be indicted for something that you had nothing to do with. Should you take the fall if it had nothing to do with you?
You mean like Gunna?
Like Gunna.
Who really knows though? Gunna maybe was...
I'm not saying that's what happened.
Who knows?
But I'm saying let's say that's the scenario.
Yeah, people are quick to speak on them, form their opinion like, oh, he's a snitch, another 6ix9ine. I mean, shit, it just is what it is. Like,
and even in 6ix9ine's case, should he have took the fall for them dudes who could care less?
Exactly.
It seems like about him.
And I've thought about it deep like that too. Like,
yes or no, I'm playing devil's advocate.
Yeah. No, like if you think about it deep, like, is it really worth it? Like at the end of the day, do they even give a fuck?
Do they care about you?
They don't. It's just like this weird fake brotherhood.
So if you're gonna, and you know you didn't do shit,
stupid.
But you supposed to sit for 20 years on some honest shit?
Yeah. Why even risk going to prison in the first place? Just fucking follow the rules and have fun and make money.
I mean, Gunna did have fun and make money. It looked like.
Yeah, but
so I guess that's you're
guilty by association. Involved in a bunch of fuck shit while he was already rich and famous. I'm like, why? Why? Imagine if we were rich and famous. Like, I wouldn't be running out here doing any of that fuck shit. If anything, security guards, all this kind of shit, and I'm just chilling, minding my business.
Why? I want to get up for that. Like you saw Rowdy Rebel get up for that when he was interviewing with Math Hoffa. I watch a lot of podcasts.
That's a battle rapper, huh?
Yeah. Why are you rich and doing this kind of bullshit? Hi. Do me a favor. If you get really explosive, don't mingle with everyone else if it's destructive. Be destructive by yourself if that's the case. I can be destructive on my own. I don't need you. That way, if anything happens, it's all on me.
I feel like we've always just kind of been in our own lane. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be anyone else. The only people I'll probably collaborate with is people I really fuck with in the industry or my family or whoever's spitting that I fuck with. You know what I mean? So.
Speaking of.
And I'm sure you're the same way. You're not just going to jump on a song with anybody.
No, I used to. I had joined crews and been a part of this, that, and the third. But ultimately, it's like you said. I keep an inner circle of people that I'm willing to work with. I'll just look at it that way. And I'm always open to exploration with new collaborators. I'm hoping through Snailpiss we're able to meet other collaborators. Look who's back!
Restoration work.
Oh, see, he does that professionally, so he's busy. Hi and I were talking about, we went from losing your cool on the road to, what was the last piece we were talking about?
I'm drawing a blank.
We were talking about keep it to yourself as a musician, not necessarily
You're saying not collabing with everybody.
Not collabing with everybody.
I'm very selective. I'm sure you are too. He definitely is.
How about you as a musician? What would you say? Are you open since you've had experience? Because I told him I was a part of many crews, but at this point, I'm open to work with who I'm comfortable with.
Let me
just
put it this way.
without disrespecting people.
Everybody raps now. Anybody can rap. It ain't hard to rhyme words together. I'm trying to work with somebody that's trying to do something that's like more intricate with music. Because my music is a story, so I'm trying to get with people that, I don't know. I guess it doesn't even really have to be a story. It just has to be like, put something into it, you know? Everybody can talk about fucking
Something of like substance
abuse, bitches, having money, or whatever, gang banging, because that's the cool thing now, is being a street nigga. But, nah, man, just somebody that could talk about some shit. I don't know. I'm not really, I hold myself to a high pedestal, and I don't really, consider that a bad thing.
That's funny. He said that that's the cool thing now, being a street nigga. Now, you had MCs back in my day like Coogee Rap and Granddaddy IU, who just passed. Y'all should look into his music. Granddaddy IU, I know a lot of you youngsters don't know who he is, but he was like a slick pimp. But you're right. It really wasn't about kill. You started getting into more of that with Karis One or Boogie Down Production and a lot of the West Coast really popped off killer music. So I guess that's not new because they were doing that in the 90s with gangbanging.
It's not even that it's new, it's just what's popular now. And I mean, it's also different. Like,
is it more popular
than
in the 90s, though?
Because these days it's more like, I'm not saying that the 90s wasn't necessarily doing it, and I'm sure there's artists you can bring up where there's instances of it, but I think a lot of what gangster rap is now is like dissing your dead ops, naming them in songs, talking about the crimes you committed, and
That's a good majority, but it ain't all of it.
It ain't all of
You
it,
also
but
got people like Kendrick or underground
Kendrick's
artists
not
talking about more than that.
Yeah, but look, at the same time, like when Kendrick put out, When Kendrick put out Good Kid, Mad City, he was talking about in that song how he killed 2 people. So, and how he was in that street life. And I'm not saying that that's not like a thing, but...
Is that what he was saying?
And, in a couple songs, you could, I can't remember the specific
Did he kill
line.
2 people?
Somebody on YouTube could quote it.
I guarantee some rap shit.
No,
never know.
he said, it was something like, how can something make me kill somebody blacker than me? Or something like that. And he says in Good Kid, Mad City, he said it in every interview, that's my life story. That's what it is. And Good Kid, Mad City is about me and what I went through. And he's from Compton. So, does it surprise you that Kendrick was involved in some street shit? You get rappers that come from Compton now, from the hood Kendrick's from, that'll say, like, yeah, Kendrick was there. Like, he was in that shit. He just got out. But my whole thing is like, yeah, there's a lot of gangster rappers that do it differently.
We were talking about that because we said that violence seems to beget these rappers nowadays. Like, rappers are targets. But it ain't all gang-oriented. You can't say Triple X Tentacion got killed for gangs or Dolph was even...
Yeah, but at the same time, like, then you got people like Drake who released... You got Drake who was beefing with X at one point and then released his lines on like recent albums where he said if he would have stayed off that live, he'd be alive again or something. And everybody's like saying it's towards X, and I'm not saying it is.
But then but think about it. That's the truth.
My whole point is everybody wants to be a killer now. Everyone's got ops.
No, but that's true.
It's like cool.
Why didn't he promote that he was buying a bike on that lot? That had nothing to do with Drake.
I'm just saying it's cool to buy. It's cool to have ops.
This.
I'll clean it up later.
Okay.
It's cool to have ops. That's all I'm saying. And it's like we were just talking about this the other day. It's like, how is that cool? Like, you don't want to have people that like you want to do something bad to. You know what I'm saying? People have their minds so fucked up. It's not about new. It's about popularity. Like, it's risen. Like, Lil Durk's like one of the most streamed artists right now.
His new album is dope, by the way.
So I'm just saying, Young Boy is
drill is like the thing right now.
Yeah, it is.
It's like,
that's what I'm saying.
I don't know. You only really see that in like the black community, though. You don't really see like people wanting to be like in the street.
There's a white boy named Max D.
You see some white dudes, but like it's mostly, and that's what pisses me off. It's like blacks killing each other
but
over some territory.
Yeah, and that's
Which is dumb at the end.
see,
of the
that's a
day.
different subject. But what I mean
But
is
I
more
get it
like
at the same time.
I mean more like it's not even about the fact that what I say when everyone has ops. I mean like it doesn't mean that someone has to listen to street music and be like, oh, I want to go be a street nigga now. Like I want to go get jumped in or whatever. I'm not even saying all that. I'm just saying that it's like cool. Like everybody got guns now and shit, and it's like they'll like post videos. I see it all the time. These white boys. I saw some white boy post something the other day where he was like, I knew him before as a kid, like, and he was never like no hard kid. He was just some regular kid who
He's a tough guy.
grew up in North Glendale in the nice house. And
North Glendale's nice, by the way.
And he posts a video.
Nicey.
He posts a video where he goes, or he posts a picture where he's like, you don't want to mess with me. You're gonna lose your life. And he's like holding a gun. And it's
But that's
like,
not to say suburban kids aren't
That's not my
trouble.
point. But it's just like-
life for real.
that's not my point. The point is, what gives you what makes you want to even post that?
Maybe he's
He's
depressed.
trying to prove something too.
Yeah.
Everybody
He's
does it.
He's angry and he's
They
trying to look,
justify
you know
it.
what I'm saying? But I've been there too, so I get it.
Everyone has a plan till you get punched in the mouth.
Exactly. So yeah, he still could get fucked.
That's just not. But it's like all. I'm just saying. Besides the point, that's.
I think a lot of these
all
dudes are full of shit.
I watch it, bro. All these motherfuckers act like
And you
everybody's
think you're tough until you find out you're not. But we know you don't have to be tough to kill people. And unfortunately, killing seems to be the American norm now. I don't know if it's a black thing. There's a lot
It's
of
definitely not.
white
No,
killers
it's not
that are
strictly
taking
black
on all
people.
kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I don't
I'm
know
saying
how
as
we
far as gangbanging.
black on black
No,
is
for sure.
is
Black
our
on black
problem.
crime is bad.
But I'm saying
People try to justify it like it's not
no,
as bad as it
that's
is.
terrible, and we should.
We
I
kill
wanna
each other
address-
more than anybody kills us.
That's true.
We
We kill each other.
Nipsey had a line, I'm telling you, there was a line Nip said where he was like, Snoop asked, or no, it wasn't that. It was, Nip had some quote where he said, gangbanging, he's like, what it's like when you go out to hunt and go get somebody. He's
I've
like,
seen that.
when you look, you're not looking for the guy with the skateboard or the computer or whatever, or the glass, you're not looking for him. You're looking for the guy that has that same walk as you, that's wearing the same shit you wear, and just has that
Attitude.
that about him, yeah. And as soon as you see him, it's go get him. And what he was saying is you're hunting yourself. That's what you're doing. You're killing you because you're just looking for yourself.
No, I'm glad we're talking about this because
Yeah.
I think that's a
fuck
huge
with
problem, and it's funny because the people I know tend to stray away from that and say, "Yeah, but what about the fact that cops and this and that?" I'm not saying that doesn't happen, but we never address the black on black crime. Pretty much what I want to say is black male on black male crime. Although you did have that girl in Chicago who was famous for taking heads, but not everybody's losing. She was a famous warrior that used to kill with her brother Victoria. But you're right about the black problem. What do we do about that? It's black. People blame the music. They say drill music is the reason why this happened.
The
What
problem
came first,
is
the
too,
meth
like,
or the methamphetamine or the bipolar?
I can't say nothing because like I'll hear about the street shit and it's like hype. It's like it's interesting in a way, and it's like even though it's bad, like it's sinful, whatever, they're killing each other. It's like almost like a lot of people just tune into it, even if they're not in the street life. Like myself, like I find it entertaining. Like I like a lot of the music where they're talking about all the street shit.
Yeah, you like
Like,
it
it
because
almost
it's
gets you
interesting,
in, like,
and that's the
kind of
problem.
mood.
Is that there's also an audience that's there for it too, but it's like
Especially when you're gaming or some shit, you just background music.
But is it also inspiring will to murder? But then again, what was the shooter listening to when he shot up the movie theater? Before he shot up the movie theater? Or the dude who shot up the country western? I'm just saying, to be a killer, is it music or are you just gonna kill
I don't
regardless?
know. I had a buddy that used to go do some shit, and he used to say every time before he go do it, he would have to listen to some like street shit because it'd get him amped.
Wouldn't you do some like
Get 'em ready to
some
do
shit?
some
Get him
shit.
ready to do some shit. Like he'd be like, I couldn't listen to nothing else. I have to listen to that.
I do want to say that if I'm listening, let's say I'm listening to a hard Young Dolph song, I do have a little more attitude, kind of like what? You know, I'm ready to face something if that's the case.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure. That's
Like,
natural. That's like the kind of attitude. Like even
build your confidence.
You
a
ever
little
notice
bit.
even like you could
Why
get.
you cruising to this?
I noticed like when with YouTube stuff, like I can get into like a certain category, and since we're talking about gangbanging, we'll just bring it up. Like I could get into researching gangbangers, and then like you just get this natural mentality of like you are dumb for a second. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not. I don't even live that life. And
see, I go a little further.
I just think it's
than
cool.
mellow because I lived around it. I lived it for a period of time. And what was funny is, just because I lived around them, didn't mean I had a lot in common with them. You know what I mean? Except the environment. So therefore, I wasn't a target, like you say, people who had that kind of attitude, although there were times where foreigners took me as a target because I was well dressed. But we did have this kind of unsaid beef going on, you know. So I don't look up to them the same way. I look at them as kind of adversarial. When I say them, I mean gangsters. The gangster music I like because I understand the lifestyle, but the gangsters themselves, I always had issues with a lot of them personally.
I just
From
think
the
they're funny because you'll say something like. I don't want to bring up any specific rappers, but like you could say one of them will say a line like, you know, I shot his ass up and they'll say his name, shot his ass up, he was shaking or something, and then you go back and it's like there was a whole like you could look into the stuff where like you'll look at this guy's name, look him up, and you'll find out there was a case where he got shot.
That to me is stupid.
The point is, you just putting the fucking pieces together. Don't make it hard for nobody to figure out
what that's about. That bravado is new. You're right. That's not something.
That's the part of drill I'm talking about. Is that it's cool to be like to do that, to name your dead ops and talk about the situations that happen between them.
I just say when they say the same shit about like every single song, they're saying the same shit, like the same lines. Like it's always like every other line. I'm sliding. I'm murking somebody. It's like, bro, so, we get it after the 38th song.
No, so that's what I'm saying.
Switch it up.
There was a gang that they busted.
True,
there was a gang that they busted recently in New York. They were so sophisticated, the cops took a while to get them because they had to break down their language. And so that's what I'm saying. If you're gonna do that drill, you should do it in a way where it's not as simple as blicky. You know what I'm saying? It should be like the water bug drowned in the river, in the concrete river. You know, or some shit that isn't as easy to put together.
Shout out to 2Gs.
Tutu's dope. But he was here in Phoenix, as a matter of fact. I was upset because your concert was $35. I only had $25 at the time, so I wasn't able to see your shit. But damn, I heard it was dope. Not really. I'm not saying it wasn't dope. I'm saying I didn't hear anything.
But yeah, I don't know, man.
This is interesting though. We should explore that more. Black on black crime.
I will say, YouTube gonna catch it too. Y'all cut me off when you asked me that question about who I'd collab with.
Oh, who would you collab with?
I already know a few.
Yeah, there's obviously a few people I work with.
What if you just heard somebody and you're like, damn, they're dope, local AZ artist or anybody?
Why AZ? It could be
No,
anyone.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm not even against it, but I just feel like it's like, you know, like you gotta be able to get on a song with somebody and be able to make something like, and I don't want to like, for me, I feel like when I work with artists, I'm always trying to bring more out of them than just like simplicity, like try to do other stuff, because there's more to a song than just writing a fucking 16 and a hook. You can do so much over it, and I think that's why like I have so much fun in the studio, because you can just go in there and experiment, try stuff, you know. You can make fucking skits on songs, you can do these crazy ad-libs that could mold into what you're already doing on a song. Like, I like to do shit like that, but then also get really intricate on the verses where it's like a deep dive into whatever I'm talking about. Like, the shit I'm working on now, if I'm talking about women, every single song, I'm gonna deep dive into a different situation with a chick. Whether that be relationship, my mother, sister, it could be anything. And create that into some kind of like story, but where it's not like I'm just telling it for me, where it's also like you could listen to it and be like, oh, I relate to that. Like that was sick. You know, like I feel that line because that's how I used to listen to music.
No, that makes sense. It's funny.
Bright ass light, bro.
I said we record a freestyle.
Oh, I see what you mean. Beats
Hit
from
us
the
up.
computer, huh, Javale?
What you got?
What do I have?
I can do that. But ain't gonna be no real sound to it.
Alright,
Unless the rice
Throw
got
me
some
a
kind of Bluetooth.
throw you a loop.
Throw me a
I put a switch through the hoop.
Okay. I'll put your bitch through a boot and I'll give a dick and a tooth.
Ooh!
Shit, I hit your bitch on the roof.
On the roof. It's cold
In the
out.
backyard. It's
cold.
cold out? I
Yo,
don't give a fuck. You just act hard. I just smack yards. Alright, I'm done. Once you fuck up, you can't keep going.
I know. I used to go to this thing,
Look at it.
and this dude from this
Can't
side of
see
town
his
used to
ass.
run it. Cutthroat Logic.
too dark over there.
Supposed to be the Northside King.
I would eat him up.
You should. Northside King, you ding-a-ling, you
Alright.
ding.
What's your name?
Fuck you bring. Nothing.
We got Swipes of Vipes. Swipey
Call me
McVipe.
shivering right now because it's 90 degrees. I mean 60, bitch, because yo.
That was off the top, big dog.
No. I was just getting
No,
warmed
no,
up.
no,
I was
no,
just
no.
getting warmed up. It's
Alright,
good
alright.
I've been in a drought.
It's cold up. You gotta heat up.
It's been 6 days. Anyways, yo bitch go both ways. I hit her both ways.
Mm.
I don't even give a fuck. I'm in a buffet eating both.
Days.
Mm.
What he said.
Yeah.
Yo, bitch, she in me bed.
Ooh.
I'm at my bed.
A lot of
Yo
buff
bitch,
bitches.
give me 5 head.
6?
And then
Put it on here, put it on here, put it on here.
here.
Alright, what you got?
Yo, energy
What you got, big guy?
That's all that Snow said. Or is it high?
He unplugged one of the lights.
Oh,
Big
shit.
shit.
Said,
Quality's looking worse.
Either way, my
It's
guy,
alright.
I could do this last. I'ma bust my ass. My back hurts. I might twerk, and I don't care because I go first.
Whoa.
okay. And I put these back on him.
My great
There's a
grandmother
light
was
for that,
married
that's
to
why,
a
that's why.
nurse.
No, no,
She
the
was
light
a
comes
lesbian friend.
I can't even see him.
I know. I can't see jack
He
shit.
unplugged it, bro.
Fucked it up. It's fine. It's
shut
fine.
up,
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We'll get back to it in a second.
He's
I'm
a righteous
gonna
fool.
eat once I get back on.
Hey, that's I be feeling when I be coming over. It's like I'm not home.
We back on the green.
Coming over. Oh, which it's okay. It's a mesh over there. That's what protects it.
That's tough.
Behind the scenes.
For real.
I mean, I don't want to be just dropping it,
Hey,
but
give me-
I've done it before in greater heights. These are flimsy though.
I got it. Go. Get going.
This shit's hella blurry, I'm not gonna lie.
You be on that cap, bro. Hey, cap.
What?
You. Cap it.
Let them know.
Go ahead. Lights on you now, big dog.
No. We need one. We need one both ways.
Fable
This
to
is
God. Oh, you right.
Oh,
They would
let's
wrap
go.
these cords up.
Fable to
There,
God.
I know I'm gonna forget something.
You keeping that rod.
See you straight through the fog.
Oh, I thought there was
His
like-
middle name is-
God.
We were in here and an
All
alien
that shit
came
been
in.
facades.
What do you guys
I don't
feel?
understand nothing. All these niggas be bluffing.
What would happen if
Everybody
an
says
alien
something.
came in?
I don't understand nothing. I think my mom went missing. I'm still searching for it, truthfully. Trying to find the truth in me.
I'm not who I used to be.
But I'm not who I used to be.
I don't do the same shit I used to do usually.
And niggas always playing, want to try to find what's bruising me.
I don't gotta show them the proof of me.
But I swear to God,
I'ma tell them the truth of me. Alright, I'm done. I'm done chiming in. Go ahead.
now freestyle, bro. Like
Nah,
you just got like a whole like 7-minute section back there of
So?
just spitting.
It was more like 7 seconds.
7 seconds.
All right, give me the camera back, bro.
7 seconds.
Give me on the nonsense.
Talk
Fuck Master Flex.
Oh, Miami.
7 seconds of
I've
that.
been like itching. Wait, so you about to go to whole solo like freestyle? Is that what we?
I mean, it looks like that's what he's setting up for.
You might as well. You got some shit off Dome Skis where we can play.
Oh man,
beat.
clean up. And I know.
Seem like
if
you're
I
ready
don't-
to go.
Ripping his
No, I
thing.
just don't want to leave shit, JaVale.
Ripping
It's
his
a lot of
thing.
equipment.
Yeah,
His?
heavy. What if that
We
shit
have to
dies and I don't
rotate
even
this
get to
thing.
sneak in a rip?
From the shed to the
I'm gonna be
desk.
so upset.
My bad, bro.
That's-